be co-hosting, I should say, tonight's event along with Barbara Rosenschreiber. Barbara is our president of ICF Toronto, and my name is Alicia Saint, and I am the chair of the awards. So welcome everyone, and technology is always our friend. Okay, there we go. So tonight we will be presenting 3 different category awards. We have the Prism Award and 2 new ones, that being the Lifetime Achievement Award that we introduced this year and Outstanding Individual Contributor. The Prism Award, I'm excited to say this is our 20th year presenting Prism. So this is a real standard for us. And this year we decided to expand beyond the Prism Award, which recognizes coaching in organizations, profit and nonprofit. And we decided to add the Lifetime Achievement and Outstanding Individual Contributor so that we can really, truly recognize and celebrate the breadth and the depth of the coaching that happens in our community and the tremendous contributions that our coaches are making not only to our chapter, but also to the profession, and really helping us to have a thriving community here in Toronto. So thank you in advance to all of our winners for your contributions this year. We also wanted to just thank the team, because it's not just me that has been leading the way on this. I had a fantastic team that helped me out. So I just want to take a moment to thank all the folks. This was 8 months in the making. So we opened our nominations shortly after September. So we have been doing a lot of designing and planning. And we originally were going to have a live and in-person event until a couple of days before the actual event. So there was a ton of work done by Alexandra Fulgraf. She was our events coordinator extraordinaire. She really helped us to find the location and organize all the food and the beverage and the logistics around it. So thank you, Alexandra, for all of your contributions. Nadia Lavrentiva was also a strong contributor and volunteer. She helped us design all of the awards and the trophies that you'll see tonight. That was a lot of work. She saved us a lot of money. So thank you so much, Nadia. And Hossam, he joined us right towards the end, and he was going to take us across the finish line with all our live in-person events. And he actually came in very handy right at the end he's got a medical background. So he was our COVID advisor. So we really appreciated having him on our team. And Kim, of course, is our coordinator who helps us keep everything together, keep the glue on. And our lead judge this year was Kanchan Prinsloo. Thank you very much, Kanchan, and the judging panel, Fabricio Avila, Ralph Cochran, and Mary Ellen Hind. I can't thank you enough. With adding 2 additional awards this year, there was a lot of work, there was a lot of time and commitment, and we also had a few little wrinkles to iron out. So I really, really do appreciate all of the effort that you put in, and I appreciate that you went through that and got us our winners. So thanks very much to the judging panel and to the volunteer team, and thanks to everyone who submitted a nomination. So with all of that said, I'm going to pass it over to Barb.
And before we announce, I just want everyone to take a deep breath and feel the anticipation that's out there. Just soak it in. And now the 2020 winners are, drum roll, and next slide, please. For the Prism large sector category, which is 500 plus employees, Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. And we're going to have an opportunity at the end to have a round of applause, and we're actually going to hear it. So the nominators and lead coaches, Janet Emmett and Dominic Scafidi, executive coaches with essential impact, and the key sponsors from Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, Jennifer Horn, Manager of Learning and Development, and Kim Carter, Senior VP of Human Resources. And now for the Prism mid-size sector category, 50 to 499 employees, we have Lind and Sprungly. Nominator and lead coach, well, look at this. We've got Dominic Scafidi, President and CEO of HR Possibilities, Inc. Key sponsors, Erin Gordon, VP of HR, and Ida Larangi, Senior HR Manager. And Ida is going to be presenting on behalf of Erin because she's unable to make it tonight. And now moving on to our individual awards. For Outstanding Individual Contributor, we have Anne Fogelin, owner and founder of Because I Matter. And finally, Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Karen Wright, Managing Director of Parachute Coaching. So again, at the end of the presentation, you'll have an opportunity to cheer for everybody. And I'm just so excited to be honoring all of you and the achievements that you have done for people all over the world and organizations all over the world. So it's actually very meaningful that we've got representation, almost global representation here tonight. So the Prism Award, it honors organizations and the coaches who partner with them to create sustainable, measurable impact. And it celebrates how coaches and leaders work together to lead the implementation of coaching initiatives that fulfill three main components. First, rigorous professional standards. Second is addressing key strategic goals. And the third is shaping organizational culture. So let me tell you a little bit more, some of the highlights of MLSC and why they have won the award in this category. 4 key components. The first is really the executive team endorsement. So the coaching initiative was aligned to strategic priorities, establishing relevance and importance to the business success. There was palpable culture change throughout the organization as a result of the design, the thoughtful implementation, and the metrics that were established. And there was also key integration of the coaching model, MLSC's definition of coaching, taking a coach approach. All of those were woven into the employment processes. Some examples of being orientation, performance discussions and goal attainment, and leadership and career development. And lastly, coaching was seen and experienced as a vehicle for stretching people in the organization to making the impossible possible. So I'm going to turn it over to Jennifer Horn, Manager of Learning and Development, and Janet Emmett, Executive Coach with Essential Impact, to share more of the details of their success.
Thank you, Barb. I think Kim Carter actually tonight is going to kick it off for us, our Senior Vice President of Human Resources. So I will kick it over to her.
Thanks, Jen, and thanks, Barb, very much. Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment is truly honored to be receiving the 2020 Prism Award, and I'd really like to thank the International Coaching Federation for this unbelievable recognition. We started our coaching journey at MLSC in about 2016 with the objective to support our employees and to help them really reach their potential. The impact it's had on our leadership and our culture over the past 3 years has been extraordinary and far-reaching, both for our full-time corporate employees and the frontline workers that deliver a great show every night. I'd like to thank Essential Impact for their invaluable partnership and continued support with the development and the sustainment of our coaching programs at MLSE. And there are 2 lead coaches who've been with us in the classroom since the beginning and have become almost like an extension of the Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment family. So I'd like to introduce you now to Janet Emmett and Dominic Scafidi.
Thanks so much, Kim. And Dominic and I'm going to speak on behalf of Dominic tonight just to save some time. But we're so honored to receive the Prism Award with our partner, MLSC. And we do have a heck of a lot of fun working there. And I want to do a shout out to over 30 other Essential Impact coaches, many of whom are online tonight, who have participated in this program as well. You know, Barb said maybe some of you felt some anticipation about what might be happening this evening around the Prism Awards. And imagine working at MLSC where anticipation is like the huge feeling that they need to deliver on every single night when fans enter into one of their venues. So, you know, that's an extraordinary thing to have to deliver on every single night. And what's so exciting about what MLSC has done is that Essential Impact, we've given a common coaching model, we've given them some coaching skills training, we're doing a lot of sustainment, but it's the leaders there that have made the difference by adopting coaching and rippling it throughout the culture to get the extraordinary results that you see on the slide here. And what I really want you to know this evening is that every leader at MLSC is a coach. I think, you know, we think about Nick Nurse and Sheldon Keefe behind the bench, but hey, everybody's a coach at MLSC. And that's what's so unique about this organization now, from food and beverage to ticketing, to security, to corporate relations, communications. Every aspect of MLSC has embraced coaching as a vehicle to get extraordinary results. And it's not just Nick and it's not just Sheldon who huddle their teams together. Every single supervisor before every single event, beginning of the shift, hundreds of staffing coaching huddles happen every single night. And they are asked one question: what will you do to create an extraordinary experience this evening for our fans? You know, the mission of MLSC is to bring the world to its feet. And almost a year ago, boy, did we ever feel that when I poured out onto Bloor Street and celebrated, by the way, that big ring that Kim had on. Some of you texted, what is that ring? It's the NBA championship ring. Kim can put it on again and show you. We witnessed that big win. And so I really want to just do a shout out to this organization for everything that they've done to embrace coaching, to celebrate. When we can tune in again to a live Raptors game and a Maple Leafs game, I really want you to remember that every single leader at MLSC is a coach. And I've got my rally towel here and I'm passing it over to Jen. Way to go, MLSC.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Janet. The coaching culture at MLSC really ensures that every employee understands and lives our common purpose, which is to unite and empower our employees to create extraordinary moments for each other. Through the investment and work that was put into creating this coaching culture, we have seen a significant impact on our business. This includes increased employee engagement, accelerated leadership development, product and service innovation, and also higher customer service satisfaction. I want to share my deepest gratitude to all of the coaches and the team at Essential Impact. They have been here every step of the way. They've been holding our hand, and we definitely couldn't have done it without them. And lastly, I'd like to close by sharing a quick video that really captures the incredible impact that coaching has had at MLSC. There is audio in the video, so feel free to adjust accordingly. Thank you very much. We are so honored to receive this.
And that is what the Prism Awards are all about. So now to highlight why Lind and Sprungly, an organization with between 350 and 400 employees, is being recognized as the winner in the mid-sector category. So they took a phased collaborative approach involving leaders in the design of the program and processes to transition all 60 of their managers across Canada from being good bosses to great coaches. Their approach was practical, it was experiential, and it was multifaceted, and it was tailored to shifting the mindsets and the behaviors. And talking about behavior change, it started with individual managers participating in facilitated workshops and took them from understanding to awareness to a daily practice of cascading throughout the organization their coach approach. And the last component was the measurement, the measures of success throughout the process. There was a baseline metric that was determined through a 360 assessment. There was a clear outcome to track towards adopting more of a coach approach, and then milestone metrics along the way, just to check progress. There was mentor coaching so that people could course correct and move forward. So I'd like to introduce Ida Larangi, Senior HR Manager, who's presenting on behalf of Erin Gordon to give us more details.
Hello, and thank you. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I am here on behalf of Lindt, as in Lindt Chocolate, which I'm sure most of you are aware of who we are and our amazing chocolate. But I am here because we are so very honored to be recognized by the International Coach and Federation with the 2020 Prism Award. It truly is an incredible accomplishment and demonstrates our commitment to strengthening our winning culture, increase our organizational capability in the area of leadership, and living our values. Through our partnership with Dominic Scafidi, Lindt Canada first launched its coaching program back in 2018. The program was designed to transition our leaders from being a good boss to a great coach by focusing on conversations that really matter. We had a total of 60 leaders across the organization participate in the 6-month experiential learning immersion composed of 360 assessments, classroom workshops, and also individual mentor coaching sessions. Leaders reported some really outstanding results that we were so very proud of. So bringing 79% provide more recognition and acknowledgement to their teams, and 87% provide more coaching to their teams as a whole. Needless to say, we are so very proud of this program. We are tremendously satisfied with the results and the impact we've seen with our leaders that we're able to really accomplish with their interactions through this coaching program. I would really like to take this opportunity to extend my sincerest appreciation and giant thank you to Dominic and HR Possibilities for your partnership, collaboration, and ongoing support in achieving these results. Dominic, I want to take this opportunity right now to personally thank you for being so absolutely incredible. You've been amazing. The feedback that we've received with the partnership with Lindt, I personally have received so much amazing feedback about you and your style and your coaching ability. So thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you, and we look forward to our continued partnership. So I'd like to take this opportunity to show you guys the award and to thank you so much. It's truly been an outstanding, it's been an outstanding accomplishment. So thank you.
Thank you, Ida. So I just want to, I thought what I might share that could be useful, Ida's already talked about many of the impacts and things. I want to share my appreciation as well for the opportunity to be engaged in this. Marshall Goldsmith once said that if you want to be a great coach, it's really easy. What you need is to just go find a really, really great client. And so Lint has been a fantastic client. When I reflect back on this program and I think about what are the keys to success, I've listed a bunch and they all happen to start with C's. So I had an opportunity with Lint to be able to be a coach rather than a consultant. So as they brought me in, I was able to be a coach with them versus being an expert who was going to tell them how we were going to do this program. And as a result, I learned more from doing this program about what it takes to bring coaching to life inside an organization. The design of the program, all of the elements in the program have the HR department and Lint's fingerprints all over all of it. I have never implemented a program that is exactly like this. It's completely designed to meet their needs. So I really got to coach them through their own clarity about what their needs were. And I appreciated their confidence and their courage to go with their own decisions about what was right for them. And this is what we hope when we work with any client. The collaboration was amazing. The learning was incredible. And the results are how they were. And the other piece as well, and appreciation specifically to Ida, because she was one of the biggest parts, is the commitment around the execution in the program. Anytime there was any kind of slowdown or sluggishness or things not being booked or coaching conversations not getting scheduled, I could count on Ida to move to make sure everything worked flawlessly, and it always did. So those I wanted to call out as the keys to success. I ran out of room and I couldn't put down the most important one, which is a C that is missing off there, but it's a C that all coaches know is essential to any good coaching program, and that is chocolate. And Lint knows something about chocolate, and we had a lot of chocolate that ensured the success of this program. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. I mean, just from hearing the impact of the coaching initiatives in the organizations makes me thrilled to be able to announce that we've got the individual awards as well. And the awards for Outstanding Individual Contributor and Lifetime Achievement, they represent the impact that individuals have made through their own achievements, and even more importantly, how they've supported the growth and the advancement of the professional coaching and the coaching industry. So we'll start with the Outstanding Individual Contributor Award. It is an annual award, and it recognizes an individual active coach and member of our ICF Toronto chapter who's exhibited distinguished service to advance the coaching profession and to advance and impact our chapter. And so I'm so excited to congratulate Anne Fogelin on this great achievement. Anne demonstrates leadership. She has a deep commitment to advancing the coaching profession. She's a faculty member of 3 different coach training schools. She's had 8 years with Coach U and Corporate Coach U in the Core Essentials and Advancement programs, UT Dallas as a mentor in the Executive and Professional Coaching program, delivering coaching skills training programs, and doing train the trainer session programs for participants in over 38 different countries. The testimonials on her website are real evidence of the impact that she's having in her classes and with her personal clients. Anne's also an assessor in the ICF Global's ACC and PCC marker identification, and she's a certified mentor through ICF Global. She's on the ethics subcommittee for ACTO, which is the Association for Coach Training Organization for Coach Trainers. And on the side of professionalism and selfless service, this is another huge contribution that Anne makes, dedicated to raising the standard of the coaching profession at all 3 levels, at the ACC, PCC, and MCC levels. Anne herself is a lifelong learner, investing personal time and sharing thought leadership around coach credentialing, ethics, and standards. She's offered hundreds of hours volunteering through all areas of her work, and here and at a global level. And locally, she gives back to the community as a board member of Wellspring Cancer Center. Anne's contribution to the growth of our chapter is through, she's participated in numerous International Coach Week sessions, Coach Connect over the last 3 years. And she is an MCC coach, is an MCC coach who participated in our recent HRPA laser coaching booth in 2019. Anne's commitment to excellence, her lifelong passion for learning and growth, is dedicated to contributing to the professionalism of coaches and to the coaching profession. So I'd like to turn it over to Anne just to say a few words.
Thanks, Barb. I'm truly humbled. And as you can see, everybody, COVID has taken over the hair. So when this is done, we'll have to have that new headshot taken. Truly, I'm very grateful, Barb, for the nomination into the GTA ICF chapter. I'm humbled by this honor. I am blessed in many ways in that I get to wake up every single day and do what it is that I love to do. And that is to support others in becoming their very best self. And so we can do that either, bringing coach training like Dominic and Janet are doing into organizations, or it's about facilitating trainings and mentoring aspiring coaches. My life, my goal in life is to live a blessed life on purpose each and every day. And I hope that that's exactly what's true for each and every one of you. Again, thank you for this honor. I feel like I should be at the Oscars, but here it is. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much, Anne. It feels like an Oscar night. And the Lifetime Achievement Award, a new and special award that honors and recognizes the lifetime achievement of an individual who's significantly contributed through their leadership to the growth of the coaching profession and to our ICF Toronto chapter. It celebrates groundbreaking contribution that coaches have made to their vision of being a thriving community that shapes marketplace awareness of professional coaching and ICF coaching credentials. So that's what we stand for as our ICF Toronto chapter. So I'm so excited that Karen Wright will be our first inductee and winner of the ICF Toronto Lifetime Achievement Award. Woohoo! Leaders build, they create, they forge new ground, they champion, they innovate, they're thought leaders. And these are some of the words used to describe the accomplishments and the impact that Karen has had in business and in the world of coaching. It's pretty evident to Karen, it was pretty evident to Karen, I think, from the start, that if coaching was going to really make a difference in the lives of people, in the lives of managers and leaders, and therefore, obviously, in businesses, the best way to achieve this breadth and this depth was to collaborate with successful coaches across the country. She began working with associates in 2003 to deliver coaching that made a difference in the way businesses develop, engage, and celebrate their employees. She founded Parachute Coaching in 1996, a successful full-service coaching practice with over a dozen associate coaches providing services in leading corporations and businesses in Canada and around the world. She led the coaching practice for one of Canada's leading human capital consulting firms, and she quadrupled the practice revenue. Pretty impressive. She's trained, recruited, and mentored a team of over 80 executive coaches in support of acceleration and advancement of women. And Karen's contribution to the board, to our ICF Toronto board, she started in 1998 and served for over 5 years. And she was one of the founding members as well, acting as a Canadian regional leader and serving in the first credentialing committee. Karen maintained an active connection with our community, does that on an ongoing basis through speaking, through being panelist, and has done so over the last 20 plus years. Karen's ongoing commitment to her professional development is evident through her certifications in positive psychology, neuroscience, health coaching, and mindfulness. Karen's also a writer, a speaker, an advocate, and a mentor, after giving generously of her time to supporting others individually, also through not-for-profit and charitable work. She's truly a role model for our profession and our community. Throughout her coaching career, she's demonstrated a lifetime dedication to making a difference. So Karen, over to you. Love to hear a few words from you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Barb. I'm being brought to tears by the comments, I'm not gonna lie. Being a contributor to the coaching profession is probably the easiest thing anybody could do. And sorry, I'm just laughing, my sons are on the
I saw that.
So I mean, early on, having come from business, it made perfect sense to look for ways to create credibility and proof of value in the coaching space. And the ICF was the way to do that. And so, you know, working with Lisa Garber to start the chapter way back at the beginning, you know, it was the right thing to do. And what I've discovered from that very first moment was that giving to the coaching profession is an ongoing exercise in reciprocity, because every time I contribute something, create something, give something, it comes back to me multifold. So it's just been the most rewarding journey. I mean, as Anne said, to wake up every day and be able to do work that I love, that makes a difference, and to help more people be good at it and be successful at it and thrive doing it. You know, the more happy, successful, thriving coaches there are in the world, the better off the world is. And if I have contributed to that, I couldn't be happier. It's an amazing professional community. It's coaches are fantastically nice people and fun to be around. So that's made it easy as well. And I think in terms of the impact I've been able to have from a business perspective, you know, Dominic said it, you have to have a great client. And I had one client early on who had faith in me and said, you know, go get some people who coach the way you coach and we'll give you more business. And that was the beginning of what is now a really wonderful coaching enterprise. So I guess the other thing is, and Michael Bungay-Stanier has said this to me several times, I'm not done yet. So lifetime achievement is truly thrilling and rewarding, and I feel incredibly blessed and honored. And there's still lots of work to do. Even just this week, somebody called me a coaching activist, and I'm really happy with that label. So I will continue to work on behalf of coaching to make sure that more people get the benefit of it and more people do it well and can thrive doing it. And in the meantime, I'm pretty excited to be able to have this on my shelf. And I guess the final thing is, the other thing that's been true about coaching for me is it has enabled me to raise my kids. It has given me the flexibility that I needed in order to raise what are now two amazing men. And I know that I think they're both online, so I just wanted them to know that they've been an inspiration and a motivation, and I'm really, really proud of them. So, and I think that they are better humans because of what I do for a living, because of the example that I get to set and the kinds of conversations that we tend to have as coaches, which I think are different than what other people tend to have. So anyways, thank you so much. I am beyond honored and thrilled, and I'll do my best to continue to represent well.
Thank you so much, Karen. I'm going to ask everybody to hold up their Prism trophies and awards. And I want to thank those of you who nominated your peers and those who submitted their applications and anybody else who supported applications. Thank you for contributing to this celebration in 2020. I hope you're feeling as proud as I am of coaching and the coaching profession and everything that we do for our clients, for organizations, to just forge and pursue and make this world a better place. So my question to you is, all of you out there, is it going to be your turn in 2021 to be holding up one of those trophies? So let's open up the speakers for a huge rounding applause for all of our winners.